live streamer. You're a corny live streamer, bro.
Hey, good luck with your fight, Logan.
Shut the f up.
This man went on a rampage.
My gag reflex is pretty strong.
Logan is being slaughtered from all angles right now.
Logan Paul will be fighting Dillon Danis next month, and although the battle will be decided in the ring, it seems that Dillon Danis has already won the war. Don't believe me? Well, Dillon Danis has flipped the internet into his favor through constantly tormenting Logan Paul about his new fiance, Nina, posting pictures about her celebrity past and lots more. In the last month, Dillon has achieved over 2 billion, with a B, impressions on Twitter. He has gained almost 500,000 new followers in 30 days, promoting this fight to brand new heights. People are even saying it should be the main event over KSI Vs Tommy Fury. Tons of people are following, liking Dillon Danis' tweets, saying it's a masterclass in psychological warfare. This is what we're going to look at today, the psychological destruction of Logan Paul. So for people unfamiliar, not keeping up with everything, I think let's get a grasp on what Dillon's been actually doing. Well, I tell you, it took me a fucking while because there's so many tweets. Strap in, because you've never witnessed anything like this. Holy fucking shit. Why are there just so many pictures? And he's releasing new ones every day. There's already more that I haven't covered. I tried to cover as many as I could. I really did. As well as these pictures, Dillon has also found videos of Nina saying pretty provocative things that fit into his narrative nicely. Here she is, randomly flashing on camera.
Just for the very first time.
I love.
How about a warm summer's day, sucking down on an ice pop? Or recollecting the time she sucked a guy off in a stadium full of people.
I sucked a dick in a football stadium full of people once.
She also spoke about her gag reflexes in some detail.
My gag reflex is pretty strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to say. It'll take
Okay.
take a lot.
Okay, okay. Wait, you went further.
Okay.
And the magnum opus, should we say, of these videos and kind of the whole Nina stuff so far, this video here that achieved over 100 million views in 24 hours that Dillon fucking found. I'm just gonna let it play.
By the way, I'm very proud of myself. This is the longest I've ever gone without sex since I started. Obviously, it's driving me crazy. I am struggling. I need penis inside of me. All I want is like a big fat sausage just destroying my body. So if any of you guys know a good dick that doesn't have STDs on it, I'll take it.
Fucking hell. I mean, this video went mega viral when Dillon posted it. The script just wrote itself for Dillon. Like, how the fuck did he find all of this? Things got so bad that you could actually bet on whether Logan Paul would call off his engagement. That's all I got, but fuck it, put me down for a couple thousand. Dillon hasn't stopped there. He has also teased that he has a picture of Nina somehow that would end Logan Paul's engagement. I actually have the most insane picture of Nina to ever exist, but I can't share it or the event will be cancelled. Some people didn't believe that this was a real thing. Dillon showed it to Aiden Ross recently from his phone, and this was his reaction.
So you know I'm not lying?
Bro, what the fuck, bro?
I told you I wasn't lying, no? Now you get a vouch for me.
Nah, that is wild, bro. I actually feel really bad.
Tell me if I did, they would pull the fight if I posted it.
Definitely. Like, that's too far.
You think so?
Bro, come on, bro.
But should I save him from his girl?
God, dude, what? How do you even have that?
Have more. Was it another one?
Bro, my heart hurts, oh God.
For him or her?
like, in general, bro.
So it must be bad. Obviously, everyone wants to know, what is this insane picture that comes with teasing anything? I can't lie, I doubt Dillon releases it though. So what has Logan Paul's reaction or response been to Dillon's barrage of posts? Well, firstly, it was reported that Logan was mass blocking anyone who tagged him in Dillon's tweets. It then came out on George Janko's podcast that Logan's friends were telling anyone who commented under Dillon's posts to remove them.
I might have commented a couple laughing faces on one of the pictures that Dillon posted, and someone very close to Logan reached out and said, hey, you should probably take the shit down.
Oh, can I know? I'll be about the name.
But he sent me.
Then Logan himself reacted by saying apparently it's made him and his girlfriend stronger than ever.
She's a fucking angel, bro. And so I don't feel like going online.
She's like the nicest person. I think for him, he was hoping he would try break you guys, but if anything, it's probably made you guys stronger.
So much stronger.
So it's like, it's an L for him.
I love this girl so fucking much. Nothing will get between us. Not some fucking fake, lying internet troll whose life has devolved to pretending to be a fighter, stalking women, harassing them, and plastering them on his social media. He's a fucking loser, bro.
If one thing will make you stronger than ever, it's a guy posting about your exes and Leonardo DiCaprio and all that shit. I don't understand these LA YouTubers. I just wouldn't want that. In another interview, Logan says it doesn't faze him at all.
If Dillon thinks a single photo he's posted has rattled me at all, he's a dumbass. I've been through the fucking social ringer. I've seen it all. I've heard all the insults. I know exactly who I am. I know exactly who my wonderful, beautiful fiance is. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. Some moron troll posting some bullshit on Twitter will never faze me ever.
I don't know about you, but Logan seemed pretty phased in that clip. In my opinion, Dillon has definitely got under his skin. I just found this fucking hilarious. In one clip, there's a picture of Nina and LeBron James out there somewhere. Logan said that apparently LeBron James asked her for the photo.
She's had long-term boyfriends her whole life. Every guy in the world wants to date her. Only a few could and say they got to. I'm the one that was lucky enough to lock her down. Yeah, she took pictures with her exes. Yes, guys came up to her and wanted to take photos, including LeBron, who fucking came up to her and wanted a photo. Yes, she's done professional modeling shoots and said provocative shit because it gets clicked.
That definitely didn't fucking happen. And then, second of all, Logan says, you know, she says provocative shit to get clicks. And that's the digital footprint she has, because there's loads of clips now, as we've seen, of her saying stuff like this.
I don't really think penises are that pretty, so I prefer you to hide it inside.
Dillon has taken that and used it because you have a fight coming up where you're going to physically batter the ever-living shit out of each other. So do I think Dillon's going too far? No. Now look, if Nina was some nobody, had no digital footprint, and was dragged into the limelight by force like this, then maybe I'd feel a bit different. It's all public record, it's on the internet for all to see, so in my opinion, it's fair game. August 22nd, things heat up even more as Dillon Danis and Logan Paul meet for the first time at the first press conference.
You like my hat?
It's a good hat.
It's a good hat, right?
It's a nice hat.
I'm gonna wear that when I knock him unconscious, so.
Okay.
In the name of the Japanese people.
Just saying, stole that one from yours truly. Logan brought a poster of Dillon getting choked out by a bouncer.
Yeah, Dillon Danis, the real fighter who got choked out by a bouncer in a club.
This falls a little short though when there's clips online of Logan Paul saying Dillon Danis would beat him in an MMA fight.
But he's very good at jiu-jitsu. You got to pick and choose your battles. If you have no jiu-jitsu experience, going up against a guy who's one of the best in the world in mixed martial arts, I don't like those odds.
Logan made a website called DildoDanis.com where you can find a countdown from the last time Dillon Danis had a fight. DildoDanis.com. That's so shit. And while this website exists, this just turned into another L for Logan because someone made a website back, LoganPaulScams.com, that tracks how many days it's been since Logan Paul has paid back the CryptoZoo victims. While we're on the topic, Dillon Danis does bring up CryptoZoo to Logan himself.
Why won't you pay back to people from CryptoZoo?
I'm working on it, Dillon.
I'm working on it, Dillon. No, Logan, you scamming fuck. As currently, there is a massive lawsuit against you because you didn't pay anyone back. Come on, let's be real. Dillon calling Logan a scammer. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. But I'm enjoying seeing Logan Paul squirm way too much to care.
Dillon. Run your mouth all you want.
75 bodies she's been with, buddy. I
Damn
still
well
got
you
more.
ain't ever been with any girl as beautiful as my girl.
Yeah, okay.
My lovely
Every
fiance,
single guy in
my
New York has
sweetheart,
been
who
with
I
her,
love
baby.
so much.
Relax.
He then tried going off on his speech, which Dillon Danis shut down.
You don't gotta take that shit out on me because my brother hooked up with your ex.
At least I got rid of this slut. You're marrying one.
Dillon. You ain't ever been with any girl as beautiful as my girl.
Yeah, okay.
My lovely
Every single
fiance,
guy in
my
New York has
sweetheart,
been
who I
with her,
love
baby.
so
Relax.
much. My superstar, whose apartment costs more than your entire net
Because
worth.
Leonardo DiCaprio paid for it.
Oh my god. That line, saying that Leo paid for apartments, there's not much Logan can really say, is there? The press conference abruptly ended with John Fury smashing up the gas. But that wasn't the end of Logan's troubles. Not by a long shot. Apparently having beef with Dillon wasn't enough because after the press conference, Logan started to go at Jidion.
But why were you defending with KSI?
Bro, he's my business partner.
Okay, obviously, okay. Hey, I see where your loyalty lies.
You mad two-faced.
No, I'm not two-faced.
I see you switching
sides. I'm real when it needs to be real, and you don't deserve to be real too.
Yeah, right, bro. You
don't deserve to be real too.
Ever,
Hey, you got another fight. You got a whole nother fight to worry about.
Yeah, and you on
I was keeping it. I was keeping it joke.
You're a fucking
You're the one that told me.
You're a corny live streamer. You're a corny live streamer, bro.
Say less.
You corny as fuck. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, good luck with your fight, Logan.
Shut the fuck up.
Logan explains further after the incident.
He's talking about Jake. This man went on a fucking rampage disparaging Jake, and I stood up for him, and that's what he got mad about. When I texted him, I was like, bro, you went too far with Jake. That's when he really switched up.
Logan Paul, the man who's in bed with Jake Paul's biggest enemy, is now concerned about people going at Jake Paul and wants to act like a good big brother. He responded afterwards by saying that he was going to bet $100,000 on Dillon to win, and if that comes to fruition, he's going to use it to pay back the CryptoZoo victims.
You got to pay those people back at CryptoZoo, my man. So this is what it is. Dillon Danis, I got 100K on you, my boy. I'm betting 100K on you. If Dillon Danis wins, I'm going to give all my earnings to the CryptoZoo losers. Because I'm not going to lie, you guys are some suckers for falling for that shit. Like, I'm going to keep it a buck.
Like, how fucking funny would that be? Jidion repaying the victims before Logan Paul. Make it happen. Logan went on Andrew Schultz's podcast and explained the beef further.
I didn't feel like being live streamed. God struck me down. Then he snapped on my brother. And like, people can say that I'm a bad brother and all this shit, but like, you know, I only have so much tolerance for people who are talking shit about Jake, like including Bradley Martin recently. So I texted Jidion. I was like, hey, bro, I think you went a little too far with Jake. Hopped on the phone. I was like, if you ever want to clear anything up, and he like apologized, whatever. And then when this Dillon shit started coming out, Jidion's stoking the fire with Dillon. Fucking get back on Twitter. You're the funniest guy ever. Like, and I'm in my head, I'm like, you worked with us, with Prime. You've been on my podcast. We're friends. We have open dialogue. I even gave you advice with some stiff stuff in your career. Because of these two things that I think were very reasonable, why are you completely flipping to someone who is an evil human, especially as a person who is as supposedly good virtued as Jidion is?
Nah, he's a good guy.
Why choose Dillon fucking Danis?
I mean, just from watching that clip alone, you can clearly tell Dillon is in Logan's head. He is legitimately calling Dillon an evil person. The guy who scammed his fans millions of dollars and hasn't repaid them, and it's taken the fans suing his ass to even get a penny back, is telling someone they're evil because they're tweeting out some pictures and videos that are public about his girlfriend that she has put out onto the internet herself.
He's an evil person to you. Dillon Danis, nobody in this world is losing sleep over Dillon Danis except for you. He fucked up your world. Do you know how much you gotta fuck somebody up from just saying stuff on Twitter that they're calling you an evil person? Going at a dude's wife, like, I'm not gonna lie, that's some pretty low stuff. But it's not fucking evil. Devious, menacing, yeah. You filmed a dead body. Like, that's evil. You went to a place to find a dead body. You literally, the place is called Suicide Forest. You went there with a camera and was just like, oh yeah, wow, this is nice. Look at a nice tree. Oh, look at that deer over there. What the fuck? A dead body? What? Oh.
I've had my fair share of beef with Jidion too, but The guy's not lying. And that's why it's so baffling, really, because Logan Paul suddenly wants to protect Jake when the person who slates Jake the most, KSI, is like your best buddy now because he's making you millions. Logan Paul just chooses when he wants to be a good older brother. That isn't just what I think. Jake Paul himself thinks it too.
Get over it. Like, and meanwhile,
come on, I'm your brother building a
oh
business.
yeah, you're my brother building a business. You love to play both sides,
who's
bro.
yielded What's the what other
you
side
play
am I playing?
both
Whose
sides.
side am I playing?
You play both sides.
What's
and it's
the other side that I'm playing?
I'll partner with all of your enemies.
The best example of this is when Logan tried to say that Jake steals boxing fights from him and that people only fight Jake because they're scared of Logan.
Tommy Fury's on my fucking radar. I have him in my scopes. I wanted him when Jake was fighting him.
No, I'm gonna finish him off first. I gotta handle that business first.
We'll see, bro, because you definitely sniped the Nate Diaz fight from me, and I've been so lenient in giving you your opponents.
But it's not your option to give me my opponents. You haven't fought anyone. You don't fight. You don't fight real fights. It's just not your option to give me my opponents. You're not even a fighter. Like, you do exhibitions and lost like 4 years ago. So it's not your option to like give me my fights. That me and Nate Diaz have been talking about that for years, and then you popped up and were like, no, now it's my turn, I want that fight, and then start talking shit and then try to like get the fight in Saudi Arabia, like on the microphone, and like trying to like jump in on all of these things.
I think I'm better than you, and I think Nate chose you for a reason, and I think everyone knows that.
But what have you done to prove that you're better than me?
I don't know. Went toe to toe 8 rounds with the greatest boxer of all time. What do you think happens if you fight Floyd Mayweather?
I would knock him out,
bro.
100%.
Don't be ridiculous.
How deluded is this prick? You didn't go toe to toe with the greatest boxer to ever live. Floyd let you in the ring and decided for it to go the distance because he wanted to put on a show. He also weighed a shit ton less than you. And this narrative that Jake only gets fights because they're scared of Logan. This guy is such a narcissist. Logan just can't handle his brother being successful. Jake echoes this sentiment on his podcast.
Clearly he has envy and jealousy towards me, and that's what I told him off camera. And he's like, no. But it like everyone sees it. It's like clear as day. And it's like, why? We're on the same team. I'm not in competition with him. I want him to be a billionaire. I want him to accomplish all of his goals. It's him undermining me and being condescending towards me and trying to little bro me and discrediting everything that I do. We did this together. We started our YouTube channel together, and basically like off camera he was basically like, no, like I never respected you when we were kids, and
yeah, that's fucking terrible.
And like I thought you were a failure.
And as much as I hate Jake, he's a scamming little prick just like his brother. In this one regard, he has a huge point about Logan. It's clear to see. Logan really is the human punching bag of the internet right now, and he fucking deserves this shit. He's beefing Jidion, Dillon, Jake, and basically the whole world. But the one person he'll never dream of beefing again is KSI. The leader of the We Hate Jake Paul fan club. He will never beef him again because he makes him so much money. Logan cares more about money than he does his family. And it's very clear to see. Like the video if Logan's a prick. Subscribe if you want more content like this. That is it for this video. Until next time, fuck off.